Hi, I'm the victorious Veganista, and today I am attempting to make the pizza dough, and it is for several things, so it's like multi-purpose dough. I start with 3 cups of flour, 2 of the regular unbleached flour and 1 whole wheat, a spoon of the baking powder, a teaspoon of the yeast, 1 cup of water, like a little bit of salt, maybe half spoon of salt for this. Flaxseed, I put about 1/4 cup, and about 1/4 cup of the olive oil, and I put them all in the mixer together and let my mixer do the work for me. Okay, now I got it to this point where I'm taking it out, and I'm gonna cut it to small pieces like that. So now, when you have a fluffy, smooth dough, it's easy to do it like this. Did you see that? I let it rest for enough time, so you don't even have to. It's already self-made ball, if you see it. I like this size. You could make it smaller or larger, depending on what you really prefer. And we'll see if see how good it is. It's so fluffy, so smooth, and it's very healthy dough. If you could see in there, that's the flax seed meal. And then you could give it this little ball shape like that, because it's already nice and smooth. And if you see it not right, you just go like that a little bit. So knead it and shape it. I like to put a little oil on it so it won't dry. And after that, we're going to roll it and put the filling in it. Hi, today I am going to make something different, which is fteereh with the fresh oregano and the fresh homemade ricotta cheese. Look at that, right there. And the homemade also feta cheese, and I made this and put it in a salt brine to keep it, to make it a little bit salty. And then I crumbled some here, but this is how it looks like. So this is going to be inside the dough, the multi-purpose dough that I make for almost everything. Okay, right now I'm going to cut my oregano a little bit. Not much, you just want to make it smaller a little bit. And you make sure you don't wash it or cut it until you're ready to use it, because it will become darker. Sometimes it goes black if it has a lot of water. So I washed it, and now we're cutting it. And so now I'm going to crumble this and mix the cheese and the ricotta cheese together a little bit first. So it will mix good, and then the oregano. You want to mix them good so they'll stick and stay together. So as I said, mixing it really good together. You see, it should be sticky together like that. And equal parts is the good amount that I usually go by. Equal parts of cheeses and equal part with the oregano. And look, you see when you stuff it, it's like, see, it's sticky. That's what you want. So now, this is the spinach onion stuffing for the dough, which is fteereh, and this consists with some pepper flakes, hot flakes, and then you could add more, you could put less, depending on what you like. And I put the walnuts here, the chopped walnuts, so because the spinach have a lot of juice, so that will absorb the juice, and it's good for nutritional value, you know, added nutrition. And that's 2 onions chopped small, see, like that. And then we're going to have to add salt. And I put the salt on the spinach, and I rub it like this with my hand to make it go down a little bit. Okay, like that. So I will continue doing that afterwards. The peppers, like that. And then I will add the onions later, but I really like to do this. You see how it decreased the size. And after I mix it, I'll put some olive oil a little bit, maybe for this amount, maybe less than 1/4 cup of olive oil, a little bit. maybe 3 tablespoons of olive oil here, and the salt. And then you could taste it and add salt, add hot pepper, whatever you like, and how sharp you like the peppers. And then we put lemon too. So I like it lemony and spicy a little bit. That's how my family likes it. Then we put the onions right there. You could saute the onions, and you could rub it like this with the spinach. And the purpose of this is really to take the juice out and to put the flavoring together. And then after I do this, I will add to this about a tablespoon of cumin also. So tablespoon cumin, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And if I see there is too much juice in it, I will squeeze it like this. You see, look, some coming out. I'll squeeze it and squeeze it over the sink and let that juice go away. It's better. Okay, so you have to rub it like this with the onions and the spinach together, and I put the pepper flakes in there so it would absorb the taste of the onions together with the spinach. And that's the reason I'm doing this, because the spinach usually have a lot of water in it, and this is the baby spinach I used, and I chopped it a little bit as you see. And then this is how so squeeze it tight like this. You see, from just a big handful, look how much juice came out of the baby spinach and the onions. And if you keep this in your mix, your dough will not close good, and it will open in the oven and start burning. So see, this is how I like it. So you do the whole amount that way, and then we add the cumin to it, and the lemon juice and the olive oil, and it would be ready to use. Okay, now I'm adding the lemon juice, the nuts, the cumin, as you see there. This is the salt, and again, you always put less because you always can add more if you need it. And here's some olive oil. There we go. I think that's good enough. That's about maybe 3 tablespoons or more. And now we can mix this and taste it, and it should be ready to use. Yes, we're gonna let it sit for a while and do the cheese fteereh first. Let this all the taste absorb together here, and the nuts will get a little bit softer because there is still juice in the spinach. You need to mix it really good. Taste it before you use it, and add and adjust your taste. And this is ready to go. Okay, now I always help myself with my hands a little bit because the dough is so soft and so nice. I don't have to use my rolling pin much, just a little bit to give it that shape. It doesn't have to be really shaped circle, and see, it's good this way. Because if there is any imperfection in the circle, you could just hide it by the way you fold it. So here we go. Be generous, please. Put enough. Make it like the same shape you want. Like that. And this way over, so it will stick and not open. And this part where I'm doing this will be crunchy, nice and crunchy. So some people put this different direction. Some people put it down in the pan like this. I don't. I like this ridge here and the crunchiness that it comes with it. So as you see, I did put some oil on the pan under the fteereh, and now I'm brushing a little bit on the top, so to make it like golden brown. And I'm baking this on 500. It has to be on high heat. And then I turn the broil a little bit. If it doesn't get brown at the same time, I put it in the middle rack first, and we'll watch and see how it is. Different ovens are different. Make sure if you see any opening, close it before you put it in the oven. Just tighten it up so it won't open. And sometimes it will, no matter what you do, because it's the yeast and the baking powder in there. And this is ready to be baked on 500. Probably take less than 10 minutes. So now I'm filling this and put enough in there. It tastes yummy. If you have enough, do this like that, fold it over, see, so it won't open, and like that. The dough is really soft by now, so you could adjust the shape as you close it. And this is again homemade feta cheese and homemade ricotta cheese and fresh oregano from our garden. If you like the taste of onions, you could add a little green onions if you like. You could be creative with this. You could put hot pepper if you want to give it the spiciness. So it's up to you. But I just put the cheese, oregano, and go.